Hi Virgo, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, then you already know what to expect, so welcome back. So glad to be interacting with your energy again. But if you are new to this channel, then absolutely feel free to feel safe enough to come in this room without fear of being judged for wherever you are, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came, okay? Like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe as well if you like my energy and want more of these videos, but also turn on that post notification so you're made aware as soon as I upload a reading. First card out for you guys is the Ten of Wands. As I was shuffling your cards and looking into my teacup, I saw a heart, but I saw something that looked like the chambers of the heart and heard that word, chambers. So you may be dealing with somebody that has that name, or you may be watching a show called Chambers right now, or you are learning how to like compartmentalize things to some degree, right? You have the Knight of Pentacles that came out, followed by the Two of Pentacles, okay? Followed by the Seven of Swords, followed by the Two of Swords, ooh, and the World card, which did a 180 spin as it landed. So some of you guys, baby, you are going through a process of shedding your skin, right? Regenerating yourself completely. Look at that. I cannot make that up, Virgo. You have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's behind it. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Your identity completely is changing. You might be recreating something. Say you have a YouTube channel as well. You may be either making another channel or completely renovating the one that you have now. But it's all due to the fact that you are no longer the same. You no longer have the same mentality. And for some of you guys, you are fearful of making a change because you feel like so many people have attached your identity and who you are to the thing that you're doing. Or they don't believe that you can have these new insights, you know, and these new ideas. Just kind of want to keep you maybe in a box with the chambers that I saw here. Or if this is you in the way that you have been judgmental or prejudiced, more so that word comes through when I look at Pentacles energy, prejudice towards others. This can even come down to like a workplace environment and the way that you perceive somebody else just by the way that they dress. You know, it's something that's just very shallow at the end of the day with this energy that we start off with. It's not really based on anything real. It's just like a preconceived notion that you have. So you deem them to be lazy, or just the way that you judge the field that you're in and your cohorts in that way, and how maybe you feel that you are intelligent, like more intelligent, or that you have more to bring to the table than the other people. So it's kind of like a bougie energy where you're looking down onto others. So it can go either way here. But just be careful if that's what you're doing. But I feel like naturally that is coming undone, or you're doing away with it. Some of you guys, as far as partnerships are concerned, you're at that point now where you are heavily considering whether or not you want to continue to be a bachelor or bachelorette, or you want to actually settle down. A lot of you guys are more so in that mode of like, okay, well, you know, I have everything else in my life that I feel is going right, at least to the best of my ability, doing the best that I can with this energy. Some of you guys though, oh, if it will come up off the table with this Ten of Wands energy. Some of you guys, you're just a little too bogged down though in one particular area of your life, and so you're needing to maybe at this time delegate was what I was about to say. Is that a word though? But yeah, anyway, sorry. You guys are, some of you, at that point where it's like, okay, well, to the best of my ability, I'm doing everything else that I can. I feel like I I have changed as a person, right, with that whole Wheel of Fortune. Maybe for some of you guys, you were a novice in your field, but now at this point, you feel like you are an expert. You feel like you come highly recommended by other people, or you will start to see that the more that you continue to work on your craft and concentrate on getting better and making the necessary changes that need to happen, which can sometimes be hard for Virgos because you feel like you're already perfection, or the things that you are doing or that you have your hands in, that you're already the best at it. But just be a little bit more humble with this Two of Pentacles, with the way that you view yourself and your relationships to go, right? We're going back to that. You may not have all of the answers. You need to make sure that you are listening while you're engaging, right? In order to really get the expected response that you need to feel encouraged to do more. But just anyway, it's like I want other people to know just how much I have changed, but not trying to do it in a braggadocious manner. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, like, look at where I am. Like, and no, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm well on my way, you know? And so you are wanting to kind of show that also in your partnership. I'm hearing cold feet, which is interesting. Some of you guys, you might be getting ready to elope, or you're getting ready to get married, and either you or your partner has cold feet, which is cute because it's like you are in your last phases then of your bachelorette lifestyle. And so, and turning that leaf and not knowing what to expect, you know, it's that the foreshadowing that has you kind of antsy of like the outcome of your life and how good this marriage is going to be. You're getting the cold feet, or just an understanding that you are no longer just the caretaker of yourself. Like, you have a whole other person and another person's heart to consider here, right? Where the two become one. I'm definitely seeing that with these cards, where two become one. And for some of you guys, you didn't have the best example growing up with this Ten of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles of how a man should cater to his woman, or in the ways, or honor. I'm also getting that in the ways that a man should honor his woman. And then also for the women, maybe because you just didn't feel comfortable enough to have these conversations with a paternal or maternal figure, and getting that proper guidance for like what to look for, or what to, for lack of a better word, like what to decline as offers coming in. Maybe you guys just didn't have that, you know. It can be women too. And so you're having to also do the work in realizing that, and in fixing what you have normalized, which may not have been of your highest good for this partnership. And so you're going into this and you're just hoping that you have done enough to be where you are and to go into this next phase, right? I'm not seeing that you guys are going into this as just like oh, you know, I'm head over heels in love and just moving from that like lustful space. I feel like you guys are really very practical in mind with making this decision. You know, you don't have a second thought of this not working out. You know, once you put the ring on the finger and you exchange the vows, it's like a till death do you part, you know, very real with this world energy and this death card. You're wanting to see it through, you know, this is your forever. Or this is some of the things that you are thinking, right? With you wanting to be more committed now and coming out of that space where you are single. And again, you're wanting to take care of another person, or just to show some affection towards another person and have that companionship again. It's like you want this next person coming in to really be compatible with you and where you are and what it is that you want to achieve within that relationship, but as well in what you guys can build or create as far as a dynasty is concerned. You're seeing relationships in a very different light. I'm definitely getting that. And if it's not on a romantic level, then it's on a corporate one, or whatever you're doing as far as the career that you have grown into. You're being a little bit more imaginative potentially at this time, or that's what's kind of the Achilles heel in your work. You might not have enough creativity and imagination with what you're doing here, right? Because anything that you do creatively, it's a form of escapism. And so to keep the person engaged, it has to be a little whimsical. You know what I mean? So some of you guys, you're having to let go of the tendency to want to control everything and have it go like a certain way. I don't know how else I'm trying to explain this, but I hope you guys feel me on a soul level. But just being a little bit more inventive and letting a lot more be spontaneous. Yeah, but what do they call that in comedy? Where you do like the sketches and you're just thinking off the top of the head. I forget the word. I'll plug it. But needing to add a little bit more of that in. Okay? There are certain things that just work better when it's like messy. There has to be a certain level of chaos in this perfection here. In this relationship as well. In your working environment. It can't always be easygoing, especially because you guys are easygoing individuals for the most part, most of the Virgos that I have met. And so too much of that, you'll get bored. And so for some of you guys that have taken more so of that approach where you've been a little bit more laid back and relaxed, now's the time to like rev up a little bit, you know? Now's the time for you to listen to the opinions of other people. You know, you don't have to take them to heart with this Two of Swords energy and the Seven of Swords energy, but just listen to other people, you know? Now's the time to just be a little bit more open-minded instead of thinking that your philosophies are the only ones that are true. Two things can be true at the same time, okay? You can still have your sense of freedom and be in a committed relationship that is fun and that makes you feel independent, right? Because that's what comes with singledom. It's just us feeling like we don't have to answer to anybody. You know, we can go wherever we want, but that's part of compatibility, making sure that the person that you're attracting are into the same activities that you are into. So it doesn't feel like you're pulling teeth or you're having to drag somebody along to do something that is really fun for you, but that really just isn't interesting to them, you know? So that is what goes into it. It's just making sure that you are marrying that right person. But I feel like a lot of you guys that are headed towards that altar, things do look good with this relationship. I feel like it's sweet. And there's respect there. And you guys already kind of sort of know how to communicate with this Page of Pentacles energy, but it can only get better, you know? It can only get better. So long as you are self-aware, you know? So that's what's also coming through with this Pentacles energy, just being a little bit more self-aware and observant of other people and their body language and what it is that they are telling you, right? Or trying to tell you at this time. But that's what I have for you Virgos, man. If you are not speaking with someone that you feel like you can't get out of your head with this Two of Swords energy here, somebody that you thought you would spend forever with, I feel like you're considering reaching out to this person. But some of you guys, you are tremendously afraid of being rejected. Or this is the other person and their thoughts and feelings. But there's definitely an impasse here. So it's just going to come down to who is the bigger person, really, to really break the silence. Permitted that this person is not like physically abusive, mentally abusive, or anything else negative like a rapist or anything heinous like that has gone on in your relationship, right? If there are things that have happened, yes, that may have made you upset and or the other person and or caused some sort of friction between you, when you really look at it, is it really something that is a deal breaker, you know? And if not, I feel like this is you, again, needing to make that choice, that decision of whether or not you are going to continue to have that grudge and hold that distance between you and somebody that you desire, or in you wanting to let them come in and see just how much they have changed. Again, this person, I feel if they are coming back or if you are going back, you're almost unrecognizable. Okay, So that's what I have for you guys. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then just take care of yourself and soul until you hear from me again. Ciao.